You ever get those kind of movies that you just stumble across, you either get, recommended, or you just happen to find it one day on TV or something like that? Code 8 was one of those movies that, fit into the kind of time scale that I had free to watch a movie. I knew nothing about it. The little blurb sounded okay and I hit play. And it's a recent movie, 2019, just out, that you discover and you feel like you've discovered something really fantastic. A little secret, a fantastic little movie that nobody seems to be talking about. And it's almost as if you want to shout its praises, you want to tell everybody about this wonderful movie. You kind of want to keep it under your hat as well, close to your chest. This is my kind of movie. Lots of people don't know about it, and I like it that kind of way. But Code 8 should be seen. Movies should be seen. This is a really terrific science fiction thriller which tackles a subject that we've seen done before, but I feel has a really unique spin on it. In this future world, in this alternate reality, 4% of the population have mutant abilities. And in the history of this world, they used all these peoples to get big structures and things built. Now they're into the mechanical age and they can start to get machines to do this. They've no need for these people anymore. So they're becoming marginalised. It's quite a simple allegory we've seen done before, but these people have abilities, but they're no longer wanted or needed. They're marginalised, they're sidelined, they're pushed out by society. And so we meet our main character of Connor, who mother is quite ill. He needs to get a job. He has mutant abilities, powers, and he is unwanted by society, shunned and pushed asunder. And he has to go out each day trying to find just manual labour that he can do. His ability seems to be the ability to control to conduct electricity, and he gets drawn in for what he thinks is going to be a job, just working on some power lines, when it turns out to be a robbery of sorts. We have this super powered criminal gang that use him to deactivate alarms and powered fences so that they can steal what they want. And from then on, he gets drawn into this world of criminality where the rewards are bigger and bigger, and he needs this money because his mum is terminally ill and he needs to get her the help that could possibly save her. And it's got a great cast with it who all do tremendous work, but one of the things that really struck me about this was the special effects. They look outstanding. There is lots of large drones and robots and big explosions and fight scenes, and they all look amazing for what probably wasn't a big budgeted movie. But the heart of it is all within the story. And it's not as if it's a super world where people have these superpowers. They just have things that make them a little bit different. You don't have villains and heroes. You just have this race of people that are being subjugated because they're just a little bit different than the normal people, or as the majority of people claim to be. And it has such a nice story arc to it as we follow Connor as he gets drawn into this world and makes friends and acquaintances, but still has this ability to distance himself far enough away to realise that some of these people aren't to be trusted, and this world may not be as glamorous or as welcoming as he first thought. And I think the constraints of the story that tie it down to a sort of small area, tie it down to a small group of characters, is actually a benefit to it, because we get a really good story involving all these people. Now, it may not be the most original of tale, but it's tackled in a kind of unique manner, and I like that about the movie. I like the uses of the powers as well. They're not flashy, they're not overly gimmicky, they're used in a purposeful manner for a reason, and that reason, which I don't want to spoil in the movie, it is really pretty good. And the whole kind of world building that is done here is pretty terrific. You get an idea of this kind of alternate reality, why things have happened the way they have, and the ramifications that these people who are differently abled have had on this world. I'd love to see more within this world, because I really attach myself to the characters of Connor, even Garrett as well, who becomes a kind of mentor for Connor at certain points throughout the movie. And I'd love to see more within this world of maybe even the history or more adventures of Connor as he's slowly discovering his abilities and powers and what he can do. And I feel like I'm going a little bit too much into the movie, telling you a little bit too deep into what makes it so great, but it's definitely worth checking out. It looks fantastic, it's got great performances, it has great action, a terrific story at the heart of it, and a really good lead character, as well as some really interesting secondary characters as well. Even the villain is kind of fun, you know, in a scenery chewing, overly bad and evil and maniacal madman. But that's kind of how I like my villains in these type of movies. Code 8 was a wonderful surprise. I loved this movie. I thought it was terrific right from the get-go. I was in this world with Connor and wanted to follow him on this amazing adventure. I highly recommend this movie. I can't wait to see people discovering it. Hopefully they'll enjoy it as much as I did. I'd love to know your opinion on the film. Let me know in the comment box below, and I will see you next time on Man vs. Film.